Hello everyone, this is Ricky. Welcome to my channel Work Talk. It has happened multiple times with myself and my friends that we have hesitated to escalate some matter and eventually had to share the blame for any delay that has happened. From my experience and from my seniors, colleagues, and friends, I have gradually understood exactly when I should escalate some matter to get things rolling with more speed and to resolve any issue within proper time. But before I start, subscribe to my channel if you are interested in listening about workplace related problems and their solutions. In this picture, I see a man for whom time and money both are important. He escalates something to two of his subordinates. One person scolds his employee, and as a result, the employee is demotivated. No work progress happens. Everybody is sad. On the other hand, this other subordinate talks to his employee and shakes hand and arranges some meeting with third party to get some speed. As a result, problem is solved, everyone is happy. So that is basically what escalation is. It does not mean complaining about anyone, but it means seeking the elevated amount of attention to get something done in proper time. Most of the time we don't understand when exactly should we escalate a matter. For that I have two very simple criteria. If any of those satisfies, it is good to escalate the matter at hand. First one, there is a time sensitive problem at hand and there is nobody to look into. Let's take a simple example. Let's say you are going on a 2 weeks leave from tomorrow. It's an urgent leave, you have applied, but there is nobody to approve it today because your boss is on holiday. So that's when you should escalate this matter to your HR manager. The second criteria is there is a time sensitive problem at hand. There is somebody to look into the matter as well, but that person is not able to help anymore. Now let's see in the same example of leave, how does this apply? Here, let's say you have applied for a study leave for 2 weeks and your boss does not know whether your company provides study leave to employees or not. So that's when you should escalate this matter to your HR manager to get more clarity on whether this study leave is possible or not. The most important thing about escalating is identifying whom should you approach about the escalation. One simple rule for that. Whoever is your regular point of contact, just go one level up. If one level up is not responding in time, go another level up. When you have identified whom you should escalate, next point is the brief of the problem, which includes why you are reaching out to them, how urgent is the problem, and what is the impact if this problem is not solved in time. And lastly, even though you are escalating, don't forget to thank the other person. What is the difference between these two? One, there is no addressing in the first mail. In the second, there is an addressing called dear that tones down the mail. In the first one, there is no reference to which shipment, when was it communicated, when was it finalized. There is no reference to this problem. However, on the second one, it is clear that this person is talking about the shipment as per agreement dated on 3rd July and some reference number is also given. So it is easier for the targeted person to find out exactly with the reference number. In the first mail, the reason for writing this mail or the urgency or the impact, nothing is mentioned. However, on the other one, the reason why this shipment is necessary in time is mentioned. What is the impact is also mentioned. And then both of this asks to see to the matter why this shipment has not received. The wordings for the impact on the first mail is rude. On the second one, there is a sense of urgency as well as there is a sense of monetary impact for the receiver of this mail as well, but a little bit toned down. So now we know how to write a proper escalation mail which reflects confident humility. Coming to the last segment of this video, where I'm going to talk about the follow-up frequency for an escalation which you have already made. If the problem is priority 1, which means there is no workaround, follow up on every hour. The best thing to do is you can set up an hourly checkpoint until the problem is solved. Priority 2, where there is workaround but the workaround is quite cumbersome, hence it is not advisable to do the workaround every time. In that case, follow-up frequency could be daily or twice in a day, depending on how cumbersome the workaround is. Thirdly, priority 3, where it could be weekly or bi-weekly, twice in a week, anything as per the impact of the problem. So that's all about escalations, when to escalate, how to escalate, once escalated, when to follow up. I hope this video was informative to you all. If so, please write yes in the comment. Response from you all will encourage me to make more such videos on professional problems and their solution. So that's for today. Stay well, take care. See you next week. Bye bye.